think it is so cultural. And deeply embedded in a lot of American sort of values that we're raised in.
So it sounds like making Poor Things was a great antidote to the kind of religious constrictions and guilt that you felt growing up, because your character is so uninhibited because no one has ever told her what she's supposed to be inhibited about. Which leads me to the sexual scenes. I mean, because your character is sexually uninhibited, you had to be uninhibited portraying her, and you were offered an intimacy coordinator. And at first you rejected the idea and didn't think you needed it because you knew the director so well, but then you reconsidered and had an intimacy coordinator. How was it helpful?
Beyond useful. Well, first of all, I don't think having an intimacy coordinator is even a choice anymore. I think in the past 5 years, the industry has changed a lot for the better. And, you know, I did think, okay, well, Yorgos and I have made 3 films together. I feel very comfortable with him. The DP, Robbie Ryan, and I, we did The Favorite together. Feel comfortable with him. Our first AD is a woman, Haley, who's incredible. Our focus puller is a woman. You know, I felt like I'll be fine in this circumstance, and these are my friends, and I know everybody well. But when Elle McAlpine came in, our intimacy coordinator, I could not, I felt so stupid that I thought that that wouldn't be a necessary situation, because she was so, having her there felt like having both a safety net and a choreographer and hand to hold, and you know, she and I would text after a day of doing some of these scenes and just sort of say how we were feeling and what was going on, and it was just this really beautiful relationship that I found extremely meaningful.
What do you think she protected you from?
I don't think it was protection from any of the experiences that I was having on set. I think it was almost like an emotional protection. It was like a you know, a safe place, and someone who really has not only done this as a job for a long time, but who has studied what psychologically happens to your body when you're in these circumstances. Like, I remember reading something once that an actor on stage doing a very, you know, dramatic scene, and having meltdowns and doing monologues for 90 minutes a night just in theater, your body feels like it's the equivalent of going through something like a car crash, because your heart is racing, you're having these like big physical reactions to these emotions that you're kind of asking yourself to go through. And I think even when you know you're acting, and you know none of this is real, there's no real sex happening, this is all choreographed, everyone here is a very safe place, you sometimes underestimate what your body is going through separately. And so I didn't even really give credence to that before I had been through this experience. And Elle and I being able to kind of talk about that, washing the day away, taking a shower at the end of the day, and sort of releasing that for my own body was extremely helpful.
My guest is Emma Stone. She's nominated for 2 Oscars for producing and starring in the new film Poor Things. We'll be right back. This is Fresh Air.
Supporting WHYY, Corolla, North Carolina's Corolla Outer Banks, where families can find remote beaches, the Corolla Wild Horses, historical sites, and more. Trip ideas, vacation rental information, and visitor guides can be found at CorollaNC.com. WHYY thanks KPK Development Company LP for generously supporting WHYY's educational initiatives, including in-school media labs and journalism camps. These programs have engaged more than 20,000 students in hands-on media arts training.
This is Fresh Air. Let's get back to my interview with Emma Stone. She's nominated for 2 Oscars for the film Poor Things, one for her starring role in the film and one for producing the film. She plays Bella, an adult woman who died by suicide and is brought back to life, but with the implanted brain of a child. So Bella, your character, doesn't understand emotions like jealousy and anxiety. You suffered from anxiety and panic attacks as a child, starting, I think, at age 7. Can you describe what a panic attack feels like physically and emotionally when you're 7 years old?